don't think we'll be swimming, even though the kids have got their sharp bands on.
In the shop.
You're too fat.
I'm not fat, I'm big boned. G'day guys, welcome to another episode. In this one we are
At Cape Le Grand Beach.
Cape Le Grand Beach. So Cape Le Grand National Park. We've just taken a bit of a day trip. We're actually staying at Lucky Bay, but the wind is that bad over there. We decided to come over this side of the bay and get some protection. So we're just going to show you all of Cape Le Grand National Park, well, as much as what we can do. We were lucky enough to get a booking. So yeah, come along with us.
It's so beautiful.
Check it out.
So we've just gotten into Cape Le Grand National Park, and you have to have it pre-booked because it normally is booked out. We got 4 nights, and I don't actually remember how much it was per night, but you have to have a parks pass to get into national parks in Western Australia. So instead of spending, I think it was $140 or $120, we've got an RAC membership. So with RAC membership you get 50% discount. So if you're an RAC member, get a yearly parks pass, and it cost us $60 or $50. I can't exactly remember. I'll get Derek to pop it on his little words that he puts on here. We jagged site 14, which is the best site in Lucky Bay campgrounds for wind protection. You can park the van in a crossways, so you still get ocean views, and it blocks you from all the wind.
Thanks.
Everyone's helping setting up.
Yep, we got them working now. I'm bloody sick of doing it by myself.
Even Lani's doing slave labour.
Alright, go now. A bit more. There we go, and we've got this one. Ah, good helping. Eric's favourite new caravanning accessory. Alright, now seriously, if I could give you as a tip, right, we travelled for 18 months with no ropes, and we just took the gamble with our awning, and sometimes at 2 o'clock in the morning they'll be out folding this thing up. These things here are a game changer. Get here, set it up, these things screw into the ground, they never pull out. Get them, get them, get them, that's all I can say. And it has just changed the way we camp now.
This is not sponsored or anything like that. This is just a hot tip. The easy anchors are awesome.
We're just leaving Lucky Bay and we've got to head into Esperance because we've run out of food and water. So we are heading along the beach. So you can go out to Cape Le Grand Beach, and drive the whole way along the beach until you hit Esperance. There's a little turn off up ahead. So it's like 22 kilometres rather than the 60 odd kilometres that you do by road. So you're saving yourself 40 odd kilometres. So we're going to take that route and see what it's like. So the drive along the beach is actually quite nice. It's very hard, a few soft spots here and there, nothing to get worried about. All right, so
at the end of the track, about 500 meters before the track ends, there's a big rock that sticks out of the water, and it's like smaller rock on top of the larger rock, and it makes for a good sculpture. One of them looks like a walrus. But yeah, jump out there and have a bit of a walk over those rocks. It's super cool.
Well, we've just driven all the way from Wiley Beach all the way to Lucky Bay, and I got out and took some photos and that of some beautiful stuff, and I lost a shoe. Derek's not happy. He's gonna have to drive me all the way back because I can't live without my Birks. He's so happy with me, but we found it. Oh, I'm so happy. So we've driven all the way back here to get it.
Good morning. We're off fishing today, but it's just me and the little boy. We're heading out to LeGrand Beach. We've been told about a little spot out there, so we're going to give it a go, and the girls are staying back at camp. So it's just a boys' mission. Well, we could not ask for any better conditions apart from a sunny sky. It's a bit overcast, but the weather it's a complete glass off. Let's get out there. Woo!
I don't know if I'm still on. Yep, still on.
Still on? What do we got? Ah, another wrasse. It's just wrasse city out here. Got some seals up on the rocks there. And what they say is where there's seals, something wants to eat them. Kobe is on a ripping fish. Come on, buddy, pump and wind, remember? Don't just wind, pump and wind. Small pumps. What do we got? Oh, we seen the boat. What is that?
Right, that's a big one.
Alright, so that's Kobe's drummer fish. Not very good eating, so we're going to chuck him back. Well, that's the end of this little fishing trip. The wind's come in, we've come in close, and we're just catching wrasse after wrasse after wrasse. So the little man's happy. You happy?
Yeah.
We're going to head back in now, go see what the girls are doing, but check out our catch.
We've just woken up and we've got a little visitor. Don't get close, Lani. He's having breakfast. Lani? Yeah, good listening, toddler. So we're on a little bit of a girls' adventure, and we've just found, I don't really know what it is. Lani's having a kitten caboodle over the smell of the seaweed. But it's like a massive slug that used to live in a shell. Oh, look, the kangaroos are coming down the beach. Peyton, just let them come down, babe. Look, more slugs. Oh my gosh, more slugs. Yeah. I can't get over how many of these sea slugs there are. I really would have thought if kangaroos drank salt water, it would make them really sick. But clearly not. Looks like he's found himself a seahorse to eat. I think he has another baby in his pouch. Remember how Mummy says they can scratch you because she's got a bubba in there?
Hellfire Bay. Parking is scarce. There's not a lot of parking on a busy day. You'd struggle. Luckily, there's not too many people here today for us, but they are small car bays as well. So if you do have a bigger rig, like we do, you may need to park a little bit further away or jag a good spot. So we're just here at Hellfire and we're going to do the walk to Little Hellfire Beach. So it's a 40-minute return walk. You can actually do a complete walk from Rosetta all the way through all the bays, all the way to Legrand Beach. Not for us. Well, if you're after a beach to be all by yourself and absolutely beautiful, Little Hellfire is the one for you. Have a go. Oh! What happened there? So just to the left of Little Hellfire, there's this cool little rocks, and there's a big channel cut out where the waves come crashing through and go up this little channel, and it looks so bloody cool. The water up here is just immaculate, so clean.
Here we have a native Bungara lizard in Australia. Look at the way his claws go.
What a beauty.
What a bloody beauty.
Alright, so we just made it back from Little Hellfire, and according to my watch, it was exactly 2 kilometres from the car to where we sat down on the beach. So it's not that far. There is a bit of a hill climb, but it's pretty easy going, to be honest with you. Now, Legrand Beach, it is protected by all the rocks here. So if the wind's... Do you want to do it? Yeah. What are we doing? You say it again. Legrand Beach. What can you say about Legrand Beach? So there is a massive mountainside along there that keeps you protected, and the water is always nice and smooth. The sand is beautiful and white. It's hard, so you don't need a four-wheel drive per se to actually come onto the beach. The water is crystal clear as always. A little bit cold for my liking, but this beach is just spectacular. There's a little bay around the side that you can either walk to, or if you've got a boat, just shoot around there and you've got a whole secluded bay to yourself. Fishing off there is off taps. There's heaps of islands to explore. There's seals on the islands. There's everything out there. So fishing around here is top notch. Kids are just exploring all the little rock pools that we've got here. A couple of little fish swimming around in there. I am the worst fish filleter in the world, but you know what, we still get a feed. I get most of it. If there's a tiny little bit that's missing, we is what it is, but yeah, I try my best. I'm learning as I go.
I still will be taking that home and cooking it and picking all the meat out because I love eating it like that. And then everyone else will have it, so. So, because my son is a legend and managed to catch us dinner tonight, I am going to make him his favourite beer battered fish. Well, it's actually the only way I can get Kobe to eat fish. And I don't really like to cook beer battered fish very often because I feel like it ruins it. But since he caught it, I'm going to make him his favourite, which is literally a can of emu and plain flour, and that is it. And I'll show you the mixture once it's done. Alright, so this is the finished product. So it can't be too runny, and as you can still see, you can't over mix it. It's still going to be a bit lumpy. I don't know why, but it crisps up so much better when it's like that. Olive oil in the pan. I just shallow fry it. I don't fully deep fry it. And yeah, wait till that heats up and then we'll start putting some pieces in. Okay, the secret is to fresh fish is always bring some seawater home with you and just rinse it off in some seawater in case you have some scales or some little bits and pieces floating around on it. And then you put it on the plate and make sure it dries out a little bit. I normally pat it with some paper towels, and then you dip it in the batter. Alright, so I've washed the fish in some salt water and I've cut it up into smaller pieces. I've got all the little bits and pieces, all the scales out, and I felt it to see if there was any bones in it. Found a couple. So I'll check the oil, and by the way I normally check the oil is I just get a dab and I drop it in. If it sizzles like that, then it means that it's ready to go in. So I will do our first piece.
I am hungry.
Okay.
Hungry.
We're cooking your fish.
Lost it.
Oh no.
So I just sort of shake it off.
I don't want to.
We have a hungry 3-year-old.
Oh, that's Lani's piece. That's the first piece. That's Lani's piece.
I don't like fish.
We love fish.
I don't.
So you want to always hear that sizzling noise when you put the fish in. If it's not sizzling, it's not hot enough. So we're free camping, so please excuse the big mess in my kitchen. But I normally always cut the first one to make sure I check that it's all nice and cooked inside. And then they're all put in at the same time. And as you can see, I put them on the paper towel as well to drain the oil. And then we'll cut these in half and boom, they will be going in the wrap. Oh, listen to that crunch. They are good.
Sorry, what starfish is this again?
5-star fish. Watch that water, that is precious. Leave it alone.
Oh. Is that yummy? Best ever?
Daddy do a good
You
job.
say 5-star?
Yeah.
You say,
I
yeah.
Now, hot tip.
Oh, hot tip.
Peyton loves Caesar salad dressing with her wraps. Derek loves mayonnaise. He normally likes loves the secret sauce mayonnaise. Me, sweet chili sauce. It is so good in fish wraps.
You know how to ruin a fish wrap, don't you?
It makes the fish wrap. It is so good.
Mum
Trust
mum.
me, try it.
Mom, mom.
How's the 5-star fish?
I don't know yet, but I promised myself after seeing other people eating on YouTube that I wouldn't eat on YouTube. So I can have a bit of privacy.
So you finished eating? Oh, how dare you say that about your 5-star fish.
It was good.
You like it?
I'll tell you what, I'm sick and tired of watching people eat fish wraps. I'm finally glad to be eating them myself. Good morning. It is currently 4:55 in the morning, and me and the young fella decided to get up at 4:30, and we are climbing Frenchman Peak walk. So it's 262 meters high, 3 kilometers return. So that was just the walk around. Now we get to follow markers to the summit. Let's do it, son.
These things?
Alright, so we got these little markers everywhere. One here, one here, and we just follow them all the way up. The little fella's puffed. I'm by a minute on the little fella. He wanted a rest. I wasn't going to stop him. I think I need one too. So we're halfway there. We'll just sit back and enjoy this view till we get to the top. Woo. Have a look at this. So cool. That is super cool. Big cave. Not even at the top yet. So that's the views. That's the mountain. And there's just a big window in it. Look at that. So beautiful. We're still going. We're still going. Alright, so the walk took us to get to the very top 28 minutes, and let me check, it was 1.37 kilometers from the car park. It's not a great distance, but like I said, 262 meters high. So me and the boy are just sitting up here eating our breakfast, enjoying the view. After we've had a bit of a relax and take it all in, we'll make the walk back down, and we're in the cave.
Echo!
Echo!
No echo.
So we're right in the heart of it. We were standing up there
Oh yeah.
on top of this mountain, and now we're underneath it. Alright, we're out of here. Saying goodbye to the cave, and we'll make our way up and then back down.
Yeah.
Alright, we're back. We're back. Car park's here. According to the watch, I did 3.26 kilometers, and it took us an hour and 17 minutes. But that was a lot of walking around in the tunnel, exploring, and then in the other little tunnel as well. We also spent about 20 minutes up there having some brekkie and just enjoying the view and basically getting our breath back. But beautiful walk. It is hard getting up, hard on the legs. It's not slippery or anything like that, but so glad we did it. Alright, so we're back here at Lucky Bay. We thought we'd come down to the beach because it's a bit early to go back to the caravan and wake up all the girls. So it's 6:45, well, it's 10 to 7 I should say. We've driven all the way around to the other end and we're just on the rocks, just doing some exploring. There's some people fishing. We're going to check out and see what they've caught, and I might get the drone up because it's not so windy. It's a bit overcast, but yeah, we might get the drone up and show you some footage of Lucky Bay. So we come out, we had a look at the fishermen, and they were catching some fish. So Kobe's convinced me to go fishing. It's really hard to convince me to go fishing. But the little man has already caught a herring and something else. A wrasse, that's what it was. And that's where we're fishing, just in that little hole, just in there. Alright, so we got the whole family back together. Jade and the girls.
We're finally out of bed.
Out of bed. And we're coming out to explore, and we are at Cove. That's just the next bay along from Lucky Bay. Apparently there's some whistling rocks. So we're going to check these rocks out and see how much whistling they do. That's this rock. It is insane. It just juts out of nowhere. It's like balancing on other rocks. Yeah, it is a mini wave rock, isn't it? But it looks like it's balancing amongst the other rocks. It's crazy. Absolutely beautiful landscape though. Kobe's a bit jealous that old Mother Nature has made the best rock stack ever, and it beats his. Seriously though, how good is this water? I reckon we come here in the morning, mate, and we go for a fish.
Sure.
Stay there. Look at it. Crystal clear blue water. Lots of reef around this side. I reckon tomorrow morning we're going to hit some fishing rods up, or even this afternoon, see what the wind's doing.
Don't steer him. Does he camouflage?
Stay there please, Kobe. Whoa! He doesn't look well. Little cool little lizard that we just saw. Not sure what it is, but they can run fast, I know that.
My foot.
Gotta stop please, Kobe. Got to try and stop Kobe from catching everything. He just loves lizards and snakes. He doesn't know when to stop. Hundreds of thousands of years ago, that big mountain that we climbed up this morning,
Yeah.
that was how deep the water was. So the water was right up to the top of that mountain. So at the base of that mountain, it's 262 meters up. So right here would be like 300 meters deep.
I'm holding my breath for a long time now.
So the waves used to crash into that big mountain that we climbed up and created that cave. And now the water levels dropped down to where it is now, and now we get to climb up the mountain and go into that cave.
Cool.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just going to show you some bits and pieces around the campsite. So the toilet facilities, the showers, they are absolutely amazing in this place. Not what I expected, it's all brand new. So you've got a toilet system down the bottom and another toilet system up the top. Like I said, brand new, immaculate. And camp kitchens, you've got two of them as well. One down the bottom closer to the beach and one further up the hill. Now they are brand new as well, and what can you say, for like a bush camp in the middle of nowhere, they have set this place up bloody beautiful. So the camp kitchens are immaculate, and the camp hosts obviously do a pretty good job of maintaining all of that, and everything's always nice and tidy, so hats off to them. All the bays along this place, you drive in and they're all on 45-degree angles, so they're not 90-degree off the road, 45-degree angles. Now, how many places have you seen around Australia that have 45-degree angle parking spots? It makes reversing easiest. Someone that's never reversed a trailer could get them in. If it's 90-degree, people struggle. So hats off to whoever thought about that as well, because 45-degree parking is what you need everywhere. A couple of little helpful tips for you. If you're with Optus, you get really good service. They're on full service. There's an Optus tower just through there that I can see behind the camera. Telstra, you get nothing. There's a little Wi-Fi spot down there that you can go down to near the camp kitchen and you can hook up to the Wi-Fi there. But if you've got Optus, even get an Optus SIM and bring it out. You've got service if that's what you want. You don't necessarily have to have service. Alright, so which bays would I recommend you get? If it was perfect weather, I would recommend bays 10, 11, 12 or 13. The views is just amazing. It is just like an endless landscape. It is so beautiful. If it's windy, like what we've got, anywhere between 14 and 22 is very, very protected. It's down low, there's trees all around you, and the wind, it stops all the wind coming through, except for Bay 15. Bay 15 doesn't have any trees around it, and you hit the front straight on. But it's a huge bay. You could fit 2 or 3 caravans on Bay 15. And not only is 14 really good, but it's only like, I don't know, 20 to 30 meters away from the fill-up point. So there's a little fill-up point here that, yeah, you can drive your car there, fill it up, take it back to your caravan, and have water. Now to one of the sad things that I've just been told by one of the camp hosts. I was speaking to him, and he said that there used to be a good dozen or so kangaroos that used to hang out on the beach, and unfortunately people have been feeding them and they've been getting sick, and they've had to put down 4 kangaroos in the last 12 months. We only found 3 kangaroos, 1 on the beach and 2 around the camp area. So please, if you come here, please don't feed them. Take a photo. Don't try and pat them. Just leave them be in their own environment and just enjoy it. Don't feed them, because then later down the track, when my kids want to come here, they won't be here. So please don't feed them. So this is one of the meals that we whip up. So we've been out all day, been exploring and whatnot. This is one of the meals that we whip up that's really quick and easy. So we got some wraps, and then just some mince with some onion and some herbs and stuff.
No, it's got taco mix in it.
Taco mix in it. Then we've got the taco sauce. lettuce, sour cream, cheese, and we just have tacos. So quick, so easy.
Wraps.
Taco wraps.
Is that yummy?
Well, what a magnificent day today is. The weather has absolutely turned it on. We're going to spend the day at the beach, relaxing as a family, enjoying what we do. So we're going to bring you along and show you this magnificent beach that we're staying on and see what you think. It's beautiful.
I'm so excited. We've been at Lucky Bay for 4 days and haven't had a chance to actually swim at Lucky Bay itself. So I cannot wait to run into that water and swim. Today's weather is going to be perfect. The winds are down and we jagged a ripper. So I'm really excited. Everybody's going to slip, slop, slap before we get into the... until we get into the ocean.
Go! This is actually the first time that we've actually had a swim at Lucky Bay itself. We've swam in pretty much all the other bays, but Lucky Bay is always, it's either been too windy, too rough, too wavy, too weedy, but today it's the perfect day and we get to swim here finally. So the guys are out there swimming. I'm going to get the drone up and show you some footage of what this place looks like in some good weather.
I got an ache inside of me. It's a deep hole where I bleed. Oh, can I seal it? You're like an ocean without land, not a single grain of sand. I'm drifting on it. So cold yet warm when you hold me, when you're close. I know I'm a lost case, I'm a mess. But everything feels a little bit lighter with you. Something's letting me heal. You're making it brighter right through the gray. Hope it's the last thing that I need. Wanna feel something that's real. With you I get that.
Get my boobs up so they don't sag. I got big man boobs and I've got to get them up.
Derek's making fun of me.
No, I'm making fun of myself.
So we stopped in at the van. Kids got an icy pole. Lani scored some lollies. And I also went home and got a pot and some bread and that so we can have some sausages for lunch wherever we end up. So yeah, let's have some lunch down the beach as well sometime today. Well, we just had a dip down at Lucky Bay. It was a little bit weedy, so we thought we'd go to the next bay, and it was getting really packed as well. So the weather's beautiful, the conditions are gorgeous today, so it was getting really chock-a-block down there. So we try and avoid all the big crowds and go where there's less people. So fingers crossed there'll be less people at the next bay that we head to.
So we've ended up back at Hellfire. For some reason we always end up here. I'm not sure if it's because it's got a toilet and Jade likes to be close to the toilet or not, or the fact that it's just a beautiful beach. But we're back and we're gonna go swimming again. Oh, check it out. It's got barbecues, it's got a shelter to eat under. Hellfire's got rubbish bins, a toilet, everything. Well, there is a fair bit of swell rolling through today compared to last time we were here. But that's all right. We'll go and get the surfboard and the boogie board for the kids and they can have a bit of fun on the waves. Girls are playing sandcastles. Little Lani's got some sandcastle toys. Plonk. Oh, look at that. Perfect. Cobes, what are you going to do?
Go on the boogie board.
Alright. And I'm going to go for a swim with the boy. What are you doing, love?
She's going to be the judge.
Oh, you're the sandcastle judge.
Yeah, she's going to be like who makes the best egg.
So we've just been enjoying some family time, GoPro off, but Lani's nailed the boogie board. We just want to show you what she does. 3 years old and she can boogie board or body board like a little pro.
Well, that was a beautiful swim. That was Hellfire Bay and that was absolutely awesome. Kids caught some waves, even Lani got to have a bit of a surf. Now we're heading back to Lucky Bay where we can drive on the beach, cook up some snuggers and have some yummy lunch.
We left Hellfire because the wind turned around and it started to blow, so, and we can't drive the car down there and cook lunch, so.
Yeah. So it's a good beach to go swimming at, but if the wind comes in, then you head back to Lucky Bay and cook up some lunch.
Well, we've just come back down to Lucky Bay and this is what has popped up. A bronze whaler, only 1.5 meters, spotted at 11:30 today. So yes, I don't think we'll be swimming, even though the kids have got their sharp bands on and that. Yeah.
Here we are back at Lucky Beach. Got the sausages sizzling. It's plugged into the inverter. Now at the moment, as you just seen, there was a 1.5 Bronte shark swimming around here. Nothing dangerous, nothing to worry about. I'd still go for a swim. If it was a white, that'd be a different story. But yeah, we're going to cook some sausages. That's the sausages ready. Good sausage. Is that yummy, Lani? Girls have found themselves a nice little platform underneath the umbrella. They're on shark watch in case Kobe gets attacked.
Derek's letting Kobe swim against my wishes.
Alright, so we've come for a drive out towards Esperance. Oh, you're cold. It's Wiley Bay. Yeah, it's just near Esperance, and it's the place where you can drive along the beach and then up that big rock. That one there. Now, I want to do it, but first we have found a natural day spa. So there's got this little pocket here where the waves come crashing over the rocks in this deep little pool, and it's like a spa. Check it out. So this is the natural spa. Look how deep it is. It's all sand surrounded by rocks, and then the bigger waves come crashing over there and turn it into a spa.
Oh, you didn't jump! The only place I feel comfortable to swim at Whaley Bay.
Can you believe that we have this whole place to ourselves? This beautiful piece of paradise with a spa bath, all to ourselves. That was seriously amazing. If you're down this way, come and find this little spot and get in that water. It's crystal clear, it's like a day spa. Put it on your list, it's amazing.
He's about to lose himself in the moment, you own it.
All right, let's do it.
What?
Are you ready for this? I thought you were going to say it. Are you ready for this? Let's go.
I'm a clenched fist in the rain for you. A mental patient, half insane. It's you. Now everything can go to pieces. I don't care.
Well, that was bloody awesome. That's another one you should do, is climb up this big bloody rock. Have a look at the view.
We hope you liked it. Lucky Bay has been amazing. Yeah, let us know what you think in the comments, and if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe and help us support our channel. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
See you later.